It's the best fish you have ever had in your life. I promise. I promise. It's a small place, but it's so bomb. I love it. It's called Mel's Fish. Yes, please. It's called Mel's Fish. Gotta come. The fish is like crunchy and can't wait. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Yeah. So this is like the fish. This is not like the salad. Ooh, I know it look real basic. It is not basic. I used to get the fish, the salmon dinner, and double salad. I ordered extra fish this time. Woo! Come on, Jesus, come through. Come through this fish. So good, y'all have no idea. So I'm not real happy right now because I got a dang parking ticket for $73 freaking dollars. Really, LA? Really? They know they wrong. They robbing people blind. Blind, I tell you, blind. I'm going to the studio today to listen to some tracks. And I couldn't be more excited. I was starting to feel like this was turning into a vacation because all of my plans were falling through. And I wasn't happy about it. That rarely happens. That's probably happened maybe twice as long as I've been coming out here. But I'm out here for an extended amount of time, so I'm like, sheesh, I could be at home with my kids. It's like today, something's gonna pop off. So I'm gonna go to the studio and listen to some tracks. I anticipated being like some blazers. I'm listening to tracks from a guy named Bink. Bink is a G in the production game, in the music business or whatever. He's done all kind of stuff. He most recently had something on the Straight Outta Compton soundtrack. Before then, he had, back in the day, he had Lights, Camera, Action. Sorry, Miss Jackson. That song. He had a bunch of stuff after that and in between that and before that, but that's the song I always remember. Anyway, I'm going to stop by the studio where he is and see what he got for me. Now, before I get to that, I'm supposed to go by a wig store and see if I can find a wig. I want a wig so bad. I used to wear wigs all the time. It was right after I got married. Like I had an issue, some kind of hip issue. I don't know whether my body was just like homesick or stressed or whatever. However, early on, within the first year and a half of my marriage, I lost almost all my hair. I ain't talking about like, oh, your hair shedding or your edges broke out. I looked like it was slick bald and you couldn't even see or feel the follicles. So here's a funny story. It started off as just a little patch or something. And my hair was cut in a short style and I was like, oh, I must have brushed my hair in the wrong direction. It's making my scalp shine. I was like, tried to brush. I was like, no, this is like my hair fell out right there. And I was like, maybe it's the color because that's back when I had a relaxer. But it kind of kept doing it. So it did it in another little spot. And I was like, well, I'm going to just get some braids until I get past this. Get the braids. And then it started really looking sketchy. No. Get the braids. And you know how you pull your hair up in a ponytail in a braid, just kind of put it like a top knot or something like that. I left out the house and got in the car and tried to pull the braids up in a ponytail. And like 3 or 4 of them just fell off. Not slipped off the hair. I mean, they fell off. And when I looked at the end, looked at the braid, the end where it came off at, my hair was in it and you could see the follicles. It didn't hurt. They just fell out. Like my body was just rejecting my own hair. And I was like, oh, Lord. I had a meltdown. It's like, oh, my God. My husband didn't sign up for a bald-headed wife. Oh, Lord. My husband's like, babe, it's all right. And you got to know how attached my husband was to her. He was like, he loved her before he got with me. Like, some of his old college friends saw a picture of me and was like, she got braids or she got a short haircut? Oh, we got to meet this girl. If you talking to a girl with braids, she must be like amazing. I had these little patches and so my husband was like, I guess he was looking at it one day and it was just looking just sketchy. He was like, well, babe, why don't we just go on and cut it? Like, it was long, you know, he wanted to cut it down longer. And I was like, I just didn't. So I sat down, he had the clippers. I was like, wait. Okay, like, he was like, well, baby, what you, I mean, it was just like, I literally looked like Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color. It's just funny to me how we get attached to certain stuff that don't even mean nothing. But it's like, wait. I know it ain't but 5 strands, but I want my 5 strands. I want to keep my 5 strands. And if I get rid of it, I want to do it on my own. I don't want to do it because I was bullied into it. I want to do it because I decided to do it. So that's what ended up happening with that. I was going to this doctor and they were like trying to figure out what was going on. And anyway, one day he asked me, are you on any birth control or anything like that? I was like, yeah, I'm on the patch. He said, oh, okay, well, why don't we take the patch out for a little bit and see what happens with that. It might be like the hormones. Because I've been on a patch for a while at this point. I took that patch out, baby. When I tell you, I had little curls, little soft baby hair curls growing on my head within 2 weeks. I was like, oh my God. It's like all of my hair just started growing. I had a full, thick head of hair within a year. It was bananas. But I took y'all the long route, the long way around that story just to say that I love wigs. I wore wigs for a while just because, you know, I didn't feel like I had much of a choice. I mean, looking back at it, I really could have just cut it like this. But even with it being this short, it would have been patches in it. That wasn't going to work. But I wore wigs, and I actually loved wearing wigs. And I'm meeting up with my baby cousin, Daniela. Her name is Danielle. I call her Dante Fresh. So I can get my toes done and my nails done. Notice I got rid of my scissors, my Edward scissor hands. She my baby cousin, so it's always fun to hear what she's talking about. She not married. She living a single life, got an amazing job. We kind of live through each other sometimes. I live like, so what you do? Like, single life. I get the single life stuff from her, and she gets the married life stuff from me. She has a younger sister that's married and about to have another baby. And anyway, I'm rambling. So that's what I got going on today. I'll check back with y'all in a minute.